welcome back, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon, and if I sound happy or excited, it's because I am. It's because I'm playing and not paying. That's right, it's No Cash Clash, and I'll tell you, this episode, I take your advice to heart. It's true. Stay tuned because I am going to make some important decisions that were based upon your comments on the recent No Cash Clash episodes. Now, a couple of things are happening. First of all, these episodes are catching up. You are much closer to where I am actually in the game right now. Now, players that need to see how the Galadon account is doing at this very moment have to come by the live streams at fb.gg/realgaladongaming. But those of you that are complaining about the episodes being too far behind, we've really caught up. We're closing the gap. And part of it, unfortunately, is because the progression has really slowed down. We've gotten to the point where there's not a lot left to do that doesn't take several days. And that's where I am talking to you guys about your feedback. Now, in the recent episode, we talked about, do I rush? Should I not rush? Is it going to be a penalty? Is it going to hurt? Is it going to suck for the series? Don't just think of me as a player, but remember, this is a series for a YouTube channel, so we have to try to keep it entertaining. And all of those things considered, I have made some tough decisions, but I feel like they're the right decisions. I also realize that I've made some mistakes along the way, and hopefully you guys learn from said mistakes, like maybe not doing all of your walls at the very beginning of a new town hall level, or rushing your lab, which is what the point that I really need to make is, and that is rushing the lab. Now, you guys told me, I realize you guys told me way back at Town Hall 8 that I shouldn't rush the lab, and I ignored you. I rushed it, and we had everything else complete, and we went to Town Hall 9. And now I am paying the price because, well, if I don't make a couple of specific upgrades in the lab, we'll end up going to Town Hall 10 with Town Hall 8 troops in some cases, and that would be terrible, even though the village on the surface would look amazing and maxed out for the level. So here's the decision, and I'm going to talk about this as we show you a couple of pretty sweet builder base raids. And real quick, just let me show you that the battle machine is going in after the air bombs wherever possible, and then the baby dragons are going in after the crushers wherever possible. That's kind of the basic strategy behind these attacks. But okay, so here's the decision. Yes, I realize I was overly obsessed and focused on the walls and then the heroes. You'll notice I haven't used the heroes at all throughout the last, 20 or 30 episodes of this series, because they've been upgrading 30 levels to the Archer Queen, and we're almost there. So this is what I've decided to do because I listened to your feedback and your comments, okay? What we're going to do is, instead of focusing on focusing on grinding the heroes to level 30, I am going to use my existing CWL League medals to purchase potions for the lab, the research potions, because those medals alone can remove, I think I've calculated, it's 8 days. 8 days can be taken off my lab. So watch for that in a future episode where we talk specifically about removing time from the lab. Now, I still have like months over there in the lab, so we're going to slow down a little bit. And I can't promise you that we won't rush at all, but I can promise you two things. And this is what I always tell other players as well. Number one, we will not have any Town Hall 8 troops or spells when we go to Town Hall 10. And number two, we will have all of the troops maxed that we want to farm with. And I think that we've got a list. I will work on that in a future episode. For now, you can see the builder base. We're not going to stress about it being rushed. That's just fine. And we are having fun with it. And we also know, if you listened to the recent video from the Clash team, that there is no Builder Hall 10 on the roadmap. It looks like the Builder Hall is going to be pretty much abandoned. Really, it's not going to be anything that they're going to work on. Now, of course, they didn't say they're abandoning it, but let's just all admit to each other that the Builder Hall for most players is not the most exciting thing, and perhaps for the Clash team, it didn't go as well as they had anticipated. I mean, I'm sure that they would have loved to have seen every single player who loves playing the home village, playing Clash of Clans every day, to go over to the Builder Hall and play the Builder Hall every day because it's so much fun. Yeah, well, it's just not quite that much fun. So I don't know. There are, of course, passionate players who love it and think that it's even better than the home village. And you know what? Let's let them have their opinions, as long as we remember right? The old saying, the old Gala saying, opinions are like butts. Everybody has one and they all stink. And I realize that includes me too, okay? So yeah, not trying to force my opinion on you. You don't do it on each other or on me, and we'll all get along just fine. It'll be amazing. It'll be utopia over here up in Clash of Clans. But no, okay, so let's move on. This attack wrapping up, not really, because look at this. Can you guys believe the percentage numbers that I'm grabbing right here with just dirty baby dragon spam? I realize that it's not the most exciting thing to watch, but there is some strategy. And I will say, you know what? If you practice this, you can grab surprising 3-star attacks. You got to get that tantrum ability working. And notice right here, despite the fact that the air bombs are working away, the baby dragons are going to get the job done. We're going to pick up the 3-star right here. It gets close, but the last 2 babies get the job done. And we've got another 3-star under our belts. Now, I'm not going to lie when I tell you that the whole new tiebreaker because of time thing can be incredibly frustrating to drop a triple and then to come out and see that your opponent dropped a triple 1 second faster and won. That's the worst feeling ever. But this was a victory. We didn't lose that one. But I'm just telling you, I do hate that feeling, and players that are complaining about that, hey, you know, I don't know. I think it's better than attacking for 3 minutes, having a tie, and walking away with absolutely nothing. I mean, that's a complete waste of time. So speaking of complete wastes of time, let's go ahead and upgrade a double cannon, get that going for another day or so, and then we'll come back to the builder base, and do some more attacks tomorrow. I don't know, the loot cap limit on the builder base, I feel like that may be the next thing they need to change. Make it so that it's 6 attacks instead of 3, or let players attack more over there, and then, you'd be able to get auto faster, unlock that 6 builder, and yeah, okay. Back at home, notice the last few minutes of the Archer Queen upgrade going right here. Again, like I mentioned, we are going to try to worry less about heroes, and that's where, rather than buying another hammer of heroes, we will use it on research potions. So that's going to do us a couple of things. Now, here's the Archer Queen going to level 24, and then on her way to 25 almost immediately. And the other good thing about this is that if the heroes take a couple extra weeks, then we're not going to hit that point where suddenly we have nothing left to do but the lab as quickly. And that, I think, feels bad no matter where you are, right? If you don't have anything but the lab left and you're burning through insane amounts of gold and elixir every day, it's almost a waste to farm. So the longer that we can postpone that issue, the less likely I'm going to be to rush. And then there's going to be fewer of you that are going to be angry with me, right? Because we don't rush, and a lot of players, that seems to be the general feedback. Most players are saying don't rush or rush the lab, but it's almost unanimous in that people don't want me to rush because then it would be a totally different series. This is meant to be how fast can we grind max to max through the entire 13 levels, because I'm going all the way as a free-to-play player. So there we go. You can see the looks of the progress base as it stands. Notice the gems. We had that gem box a couple of minutes ago. Feeling good about that because we're back up to almost 1,000 gems. And of course, we want to spend some of those gems on these amazing anniversary offers that are showing up in the shop now. So here's the Archer Queen. The Barb King and the Archer Queen, they're close in level. He's staying ahead by about a level or so, but it doesn't matter that much because we have the hammer. And like I said, we're only using 1 hammer, then we're saving all CWL medals for the foreseeable future, including future seasons. They're going to be used on research potions. So yes, we will focus on research potions. I honestly think they're probably the best value out there, even at the trader. For only 120 gems, it's a pretty good deal. So, announcement to my co-leaders in use code Galadon, please put me in, coach. All right, I'm ready to play today, okay? I'm ready to do my best to, oh boy. Yeah, okay, so this is the issue. We definitely have higher level town halls in CWL. Maybe I need to find a different clan to visit because these guys, man, I'm the only 9. Everybody else is like 11 and up, and it makes it tough. Like this was really one of the only bases I could find where I thought I could get a star. Grabbing the town hall, okay, maybe I could have, just because now that I'm looking at it, most of those defenses were pretty rushed, right? Okay. And I'm sure there's a lot of people saying right now that I could have grabbed the Town Hall. But hey, we're just trying to pick up a victory, get the 50% or the Town Hall, and move on, and try to do that as much as possible. Like I said, this past CWL, there were not a lot of opportunities for me. But, you know, with the nature of anti-3-star bases, I think it's possible. And the more victories we get, that's going to tally up towards more medals and, of course, achievements, which means gems. Because this was, you ready for this? Okay, this was my very first ever CWL star. So we go to my profile and we'll check this out. Let's see here. Okay, scroll on over to the profile and you'll see that, yes, we have 21 war stars, but we only have one CWL star ever. So that is a long road ahead of us as well. But we're close to the season challenges reward, and we've got this one here for the Super P.E.K.K.A. So that was a few free gems. And again, I'm trying to do my best to catch you guys up on stuff, on how it's going in the base, and I think we've gotten pretty close. I mean, we're still going to be a few days behind, and that's where I have to warn you that, hey, if you want to see how it is right now, come by fb.gg/realgaladongaming for the 10 millionth time. I definitely think I've mentioned that. And by the way, a lot of people just make Facebook accounts just to come by the streams. You don't have to divulge all of your personal information. I realize that's kind of a sticking point because Facebook is kind of known for, getting a lot of your information. So, you don't have to do that. Just make a really bare bones Facebook page. Come on over, and you never know, you could pick up something like free gift cards or free Clash swag. It happens almost every single stream. So again, this was a 2x speed dragon raid. Back to the dragon raids we go, but don't worry, things are going to get mixed up into some other crazy attack strategies over the next couple of episodes. So that is going to be a lot of fun. But again, the dragon's consistent and great without heroes. Okay, status report time. We are creeping back up from the big drop. 1,318 trophies. Builder Hall staying right around 2K. That's not changing much. The gems, we did pick up a few today. That was kind of nice. Going to use those soon. The heroes, Archer Queen, level 24. Let's go. And then for the Gold Grab Elixir Escapade and Heroic Heist, it didn't really change that much. I just really didn't have a chance to raid as much the last couple of days. But we will farm, because it's not just about the upgrades, but also those numbers. We want to push them higher and higher every single day. In the meantime, this is the Blitzelfrist of the episode. That means you made it all the way to the end. You're the true hashtag Galafam. I love, think about, appreciate every single one of you every single day. So stay inside, wash your hands, be kind to other people, animals, and planet. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, just go to Town Hall 2.